Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about the new tool from Cricut, the Foil Transfer Tool. Hey guys, I'm Nick, I'm the Bearded Housewife. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you all that I know about the Foil Transfer Tool from Cricut. It's a brand new tool. It can do the foiling process with pressure instead of heat, which makes it really cool to use with your Cricut machine. You're not voiding any kind of warranty there. And it's just an easier process, I think. I'm going to show you a really easy project that I designed in Cricut Design Space using Cricut Access. So we're going to go through the whole entire process, and then I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I figured out along the way. So let's head over to my blog. I'll show you how to upload the project into Design Space, and then we'll get started making it.
Okay, we are here at my blog, thebeardedhousewife.com. We're going to head to the Resource Library tab. If you don't have access, you can click the Get Access tab. You'll be emailed the password after you fill out a form. But for now, we're going to go to Enter the Library. Type in the password. And you'll be brought to the file library. You're going to want to click this simple foil card project. Click the link. Click open and allow, and you'll see the card. You can either hit make it or customize. If you hit customize, this is what the screen is going to look like. And you'll see we have the two layers to our card. Everything has already been set for you. The score lines, the foil layer, everything is all done. You can head up to make it. You'll see the different layers, or the different mats, excuse me. Head to continue. And we can choose our base layer as medium cardstock. And let's get started cutting it. For this project, we're going to need the green standard grip cutting mat, our cardstock, the foil tool with the bold tip, our foil and tape, Cricut brayer, the scoring tool or stylus, the Cricut pen, the scraper, and some adhesive. Alright, let's go ahead and get cutting. Now that our inner layer is done, we're going to work on the outer layer. First, we're going to change out the cutting blade for the scoring wheel or the scoring stylus. It's totally up to you which one you use. Just make sure that the scoring stylus goes in clamp A. Alright, now we can replace the scoring tool with the foiling tool. Now to put the tip in the foiling tool, press down on the plunger, feed the tip into the tool, and then release the plunger. Just like that. This goes into clamp B of your machine, and it doesn't matter if it is the Maker or the Explorer Air 2. Place your sheet of foil over the cardstock. You're going to want to line this up with the score line. Grab the tape. This comes in your transfer kit. Place it onto the foil and onto the cardstock. Do this for all four sides. And hit the flashing C button. I'm going to speed this up while this does the foiling. Now you're going to want to remove the tape slowly. You don't want any of the cardstock to come up with the tape. It isn't incredibly sticky, but if you go really fast, if you kind of rip it like you do a Band-Aid, it is going to pull up some of the cardstock. So you want to go slow. Another thing I'm going to mention while I'm doing this, you do not want to hit the unload button, which are the arrows. After your machine gets done foiling, it will push the mat out far enough to where you don't have to unload it at all in order to get the foil and the tape up. If you hit the unload button, it's going to mess everything up, so don't hit that button. Alright, we can pull the foil completely off. Get that last piece of tape out. We're going to replace the foil tool with the cutting blade, and then we're going to cut out the rest of the card. Now, when you are done with the foiling layer, you want to pull the mat away from the cardstock rather than the cardstock away from the mat, because if you do it the other way, then it's going to be a lot more prone to curling. Now that everything is cut out, let's start with folding the inner layer along the score line and press with our Cricut scraper just to ensure that the fold is nice and crisp. And now for the outer layer, the same thing. Fold along the score line. And press with the scraper. Alright, now we can take some adhesive. I'm using the crafter's tape, but you can use art glitter glue or any other adhesive that you like. We're doing this to one side. And you want to line it up with the score line and the fold line of the outer layer. And press it down. Give it a good rub. And repeat for the other side of the inner card. Press down. And give it a good rub. There we go, pretty simple, huh? I love how the foil looks on it. Really pops. And that's it.
Wasn't that pretty easy? It really did not take a lot of time to make this cool card. I love how shiny it looks. Really, really easy. Alright guys, let's get started with my tips and tricks.
Tip number 5. When applying the tape to the foil, there is a little bit of static electricity, so the foil has a tendency to just be attracted to the tape. So I like to put my pinkies down or my ring fingers down on the foil as I'm pressing the tape down. It kind of helps to keep the foil down while you're putting the tape in place. Tip number 4. If after you've applied your tape and you have an area that didn't quite attach to the mat or the cardstock at all, you can use some of the blue painter's tape instead. It's low tack, it will not transfer any of the foil, and that way you don't have to use a whole other piece of the tape. The tape is reusable, however, if you have the painter's tape around, you might as well use it. Tip number 3. While the machine is doing its foiling, you are going to notice some different sounds that you probably haven't heard before. Don't be scared. It's going to just sound like pulling or dragging a little bit of the foil, kind of like crinkling too. That's totally normal. There's nothing to worry about. Just let the machine do its thing and you will end up with a beautiful design. Tip number 2. Before you do any of your foiling, move your star wheels to the left and right. You do not want the foil to transfer where the star wheels might press against the foil.
The number 1 tip that I have for you is do not let the foil touch your mat. What I mean by that is do not let the foil touch the sticky side of the mat because it won't come off. I would show you the mat that I had that this happened to, but I got pissed and I threw it out. So I don't have it to show you guys, but just don't do it. Either use a larger piece of cardstock or just make sure that the tape is what is adhering to the mat. Do not let that foil touch the sticky side of the mat. It's just not good. Well, I hope that you guys get that foil transfer tool and you guys make some really, really fun, shiny new projects. If you'd like this video, make sure that you hit like and subscribe to my channel. That way you know every time that I come out with a new video. Head over to my blog, thebeardedhousewife.com. I have lots of other Cricut tutorials there, so go make sure that you do check it out. Until next time, guys, I'm Nick. I'm the Bearded Housewife. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you guys later. Bye.